Comprised of 50 states, the USA occupies an area that's only just marginally smaller than Europe. What if I told you there's another America? One that tourists never see, where ancient mysteries meet modern legends, and where the most incredible places are hiding in plain sight. Welcome to Hidden America, 25 places so extraordinary you won't believe they exist in the United States. Places where nature defies logic, where history took unexpected turns, and where reality seems more like fantasy. Number 25, the Painted Hills of Oregon. Most people think you need to travel to Mars to see landscapes like this. But these otherworldly striped hills tell the story of 35 million years of Earth's history in layers of red, gold, and black. Each stripe is a chapter in our planet's story, preserved in perfect Technicolor. Number 24. Manchac Swamp, Louisiana. They call it the Ghost Swamp. Local legend says it's haunted by a voodoo priestess who predicted her own death and the destruction of 3 villages. The villages? They vanished in a hurricane in 1915. Today, the twisted cypress trees draped in Spanish moss create a haunting labyrinth where locals say you can still hear whispers of the past. Number 23. The Wave, Arizona. Only 20 people per day are allowed to visit this surreal sandstone formation. It's not just exclusive, it's also ancient. These waves of rock have been frozen in time for 190 million years. The swirling patterns you see, they're ancient sand dunes, preserved in stone, telling tales of a desert that existed before dinosaurs walked the earth. Number 22. Thor's Well, Oregon. Imagine a sinkhole in the ocean, a gateway to the underworld that seems to swallow the Pacific whole. Local fishermen call it the Gates of Hell. Scientists call it a collapsed sea cave. During high tide, this 20-foot deep sinkhole creates a spectacle that looks like the ocean is draining into the center of the earth. Number 21. Glass Beach, California. Picture a beach where every grain of sand sparkles like a jewel. That's Glass Beach, where decades of discarded bottles have been transformed by the ocean into a rainbow of sea glass. Nature turned mankind's trash into a treasure that draws visitors from around the world. Number 20. Door to Hell, New Mexico. In the middle of a desert lies a cave system that maintains a constant temperature of 31 degrees Fahrenheit, even when outside temperatures soar past 100. Inside, ancient ice formations never melt, creating an underground winter wonderland in one of America's hottest regions. Number 19. Sliding Rocks of Death Valley. In one of the driest places on Earth, rocks move on their own, leaving long trails in their wake. For decades, this phenomenon puzzled scientists until they finally caught it on camera. A perfect combination of rain, ice, and wind creates the illusion of sliding stones. Number 18. The Blue Forest, Arizona. Beneath the desert sand lies a forest turned to stone, where fallen trees have transformed into crystal. The Petrified Forest National Park holds trees that are over 200 million years old, their wooden cells replaced by brilliant blue crystals of chalcedony. Number 17. Mushroom Houses of Charlevoix. Tucked away in Michigan sits a village that looks like it was plucked from a fairy tale. Earl Young's mushroom houses, built between 1919 and 1954, feature wavy rooflines, curved walls, and stone construction that makes them appear to have grown naturally from the earth. Number 16. Cathedral Caverns, Alabama. Imagine a cave entrance over 120 feet wide and 25 feet high, leading to a frozen waterfall of stone that's still growing today. The Goliath column inside stands 45 feet tall and 243 feet in circumference, making it one of the largest stalagmites in the world. Number 15. Firefly Forest, Tennessee. For 2 weeks each summer, the Great Smoky Mountains transform into an enchanted forest. Thousands of synchronous fireflies create waves of light through the darkness, the only species in America that can synchronize their flashing patterns. Number 14. Apostle Island's Ice Caves, Wisconsin. When Lake Superior freezes, these lakeside caves transform into crystal palaces. Frozen waterfalls cascade down red sandstone cliffs, while icicles create natural chandeliers that catch the winter sun like prisms. Number 13. The Mystery Hole, West Virginia. In this bizarre attraction, water appears to flow uphill, balls roll up slopes, and people appear to stand at impossible angles. Is it an optical illusion or something more mysterious? The owner took the secret to his grave, leaving visitors to wonder about this gravitational anomaly. Number 12. Eternal Flame Falls, New York. Behind a waterfall in Chestnut Ridge Park burns a flame that never goes out. Natural gas seeping through cracks in the rock creates this ethereal phenomenon, a meeting of fire and water that Native Americans considered sacred. Number 11. The Lost World Caverns, West Virginia. Descend 120 feet underground into a chamber that could hold a city block. The Snowy Chandelier, a 30-ton compound stalactite, hangs precariously overhead, while prehistoric bones tell tales of ancient creatures that once called these caves home. Number 10. Glass Mountains, Oklahoma. These aren't ordinary mountains, they're hills of pure selenite crystal that sparkle like diamonds in the sun. Created during the Permian period when an ancient sea evaporated, these crystalline formations create natural prisms that paint the landscape in rainbows. Number 9. Devil's Kettle Falls, Minnesota. Half of the Brule River vanishes into a mysterious pothole, never to be seen again. Scientists have poured dye, ping pong balls, and even logs into the kettle, but no one has ever discovered where the water goes. It's one of America's greatest geological mysteries. Number 8. Crooked Forest, Olympic National Park. Over 100 pine trees bend at perfect 90-degree angles before stretching toward the sky. Some say it's the work of Native American boat builders. Others blame gravitational anomalies. The truth behind these mysteriously bent trees remains unknown. Number 7. Blood Falls, Alaska. A blood-red waterfall stains the white glacial face of the Taylor Glacier. But it's not blood. It's iron-rich salt water from an ancient ocean, trapped beneath the ice for millions of years. When it meets the air, the iron oxidizes, creating this startling crimson cascade. Number 6. Ringing Rocks Park, Pennsylvania. In this field of volcanic rocks, something extraordinary happens when you strike the boulders. They ring like bells, each with its own tone. Scientists still don't fully understand why only these particular rocks create music when struck. Number 5. The Devil's Millhopper, Florida. A 120-foot deep sinkhole in the middle of Florida contains its own ecosystem. Small waterfalls feed a miniature rainforest at the bottom, while the walls reveal fossils from sharks and extinct land animals that lived millions of years ago. Number 4. Whalebone Alley, Alaska. On a remote Alaskan shore stands an ancient monument, massive whale bones, thrust into the ground by indigenous peoples centuries ago. These bones mark what was once a massive communal hunting ground, creating an eerie corridor that tells tales of survival in one of Earth's harshest environments. Number 3. Fly Geyser, Nevada. Nature didn't make this one, human error did. A failed well drilling in 1964 created what looks like an alien landscape, shooting hot water into the air and creating these otherworldly rainbow-colored mounds. The minerals in the water continue to build new formations every day. Number 2. The Lost Sea, Tennessee. The world's largest underground lake isn't in some distant country, it's hidden beneath the hills of Tennessee. And it harbors a secret: populations of rare blind salamanders that have never seen the light of day. The lake is so large that its full extent remains unknown. Number 1. Rabbit Island, Hawaii. Imagine an island overrun not by predators, but by thousands of fluffy rabbits. No, this isn't a children's story. It's a real place with a dark past, transformed into something unexpectedly magical. Once a testing site during World War II, nature has reclaimed this island in the most unexpected way. The America you know is just the surface. Behind every familiar landmark, there's an untold story. Beyond every tourist trap, there's an undiscovered wonder. This is the real America, hiding in plain sight, waiting for those brave enough to venture off the beaten path. And remember, these 25 places are just the beginning. There are countless more secrets waiting to be discovered. The only question is, which one will you uncover first? Have you visited any of these hidden wonders? Share your stories in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible places that prove truth is stranger than fiction.